Okay, what's your name?
Fernanda.
I'll hold it. Actually, that would be great if you could hold it.
Okay.
And where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay, very good. What are you?
What I am?
Yeah, what are you?
Um,
Oh, and we can do it in Spanish. Want to do it
bueno,
in Spanish?
ok. Soy médico.
Okay. Um, pero, pero, ¿qué eres?
¿Qué soy?
¿Eres un cuerpo? ¿Un humano?
Sí, soy. Creo que
Puede,
es un poco de todo.
okay.
Ay, claro.
Puede,
Un cuerpo, soy un humano, sí.
puede indicar,
Ujú.
tú,
¿Que sí puedo indicar?
sí,
¿Qué?
tú, sí, tú.
Ah, I don't understand that.
Okay, can you point to yourself?
Can I point to myself?
Yeah.
Yes.
As specific as possible.
Okay. I think it will be here.
Okay, we can't see it. 1 second. So that's Fernanda.
Yes, I think it is.
So if I took that,
Mm-hmm.
I won't.
Thank you.
If I took that and I switched yours and mine, for instance, I took, what is this? What are you pointing at? The choroid plexus here?
Yeah, I think no. I
The
think
bone here?
no, the heart.
Oh, the heart. Okay, the heart. So if we switch hearts, then that means that you would be sitting here and I would be sitting there. If you put that over into this body.
Mm, I think a part, but not
Apart?
everything.
Like what part?
Maybe they. Okay, I was going to say the emotions, but I just said that.
But you just said that was the amygdala.
Yes, yes. Es algo que salió, que se me ocurre, ¿sabes? O sea, que me lo
No,
preguntas.
despacio, por favor. Por favor.
Es que si yo te digo dónde siento la emoción, se siente
Sí,
aquí.
pero ¿dónde eres?
También diría que aquí.
Okay, entonces,
Y
decimos que,
I don't think if we switched hearts,
yeah,
you know, I would be where you are. I
you
think
don't.
we are more, I think we are más complejos que eso.
So, but part of you would be over here and part of me would be over there.
Exactly.
But we're not sure which part.
No, I think there are a lot of parts that I am a lot of parts. I'm not just one.
You're not just one part.
Is that
No,
not that I'm thinking?
certainly not. So one of your parts is your heart.
Yes.
And that's part of who you are.
Yes, that's part of it.
But do we know what part of who you are? Like, is there maybe, like, emotions? No, you'd say. Vision. What about vision? You think vision happens in the heart? How about memory?
No, that doesn't.
How about decision making?
Decision making, I think a lot of decision making it starts in the heart, but
starts in the heart.
Yeah, and sometimes.
But what are we gonna? How are we gonna explain that to all the psychologists and neuroscientists who for some reason have been convinced that decision making happens in the brain? We would have to do an experiment to show them that actually decision making starts in the heart. So maybe, well, what we could do is we could check transplants, people who have received a new heart, and see how their decision making changed, right? If they have a new heart, then their decision making has a different starting point.
If I had to explain it in science, it wouldn't make that much of sense, you know.
It wouldn't?
No, I don't think so. Or maybe our brain is the mastermind, you know, manda. El cerebro manda.
Okay, it controls, it orders. I understand manda now.
Uh-huh. Y el corazón recibe el impulso de adrenalina, por ejemplo.
Yeah.
Pero la adrenalina viene de los riñones, de las glándulas suprarrenales.
Okay.
Entonces creo que es un conjunto. Si pensamos solo.
Oh, despacio.
If we if we talk in science, we are somos un complemento de todas las partes.
Uh-huh.
Ahora, si yo hablo de emociones, las emociones se sienten, es raro. Déjame, lo voy a intentar. I'm going to try to explain it.
Okay.
Mm, here is where I feel who I am. But
Okay.
maybe that is not the beginning. El cuerpo es. Alguien manda y los órganos reciben el impulso.
Okay.
Entonces, es por eso que yo lo siento aquí.
Okay. So, have you heard of phantom limb syndrome?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Do you know about it?
Yes, I do. I don't know exactly how to explain,
Okay.
but I do understand what it's like.
All right. Well, I might say something that you already know.
Yes.
Phantom limb syndrome is when there is feeling in a limb that no longer exists.
Mhm.
And the reason for that, the reason that this person who no longer has this part of their arm, but they still have sensation here, we know that sensation is not coming from their arm. They don't have an arm. So what we know is that there is, see see over here, the light blue. Can you
Yes.
point at the, well, you know, with the somatosensory cortex.
Yes, yes.
So then you know that all sensations are processed there. They're sort of attributed to other places. It feels like it's coming from here, but in reality, the activity is here.
Yes. That's kind of what I was trying to say. It makes sense.
Oh, okay. I thought we were saying
Mm,
opposite things.
no, no, no. I don't think that's opposite.
Okay. So what do you think about this idea? What if I tell you that the whole body is interconnected, and so it's hard to localize things and say, it's just this, and also there are feedback systems, as you know, and so activity here has an effect on activity there. But what if I told you that pretty much all of the activity that you would associate with you,
Mhm.
right? Because I don't think you would like associate how good your body is at digesting alcohol, how good your liver is at taking care of alcohol. That's not like a part of you, maybe,
Mhm.
right? It's part of your body, sure. But if you had to point to yourself, you probably wouldn't point to your liver, say, that's like that's like the main thing I clean up, and that's me. So what if I said that most of your interpretive mechanisms were in the 100 billion cells in the brain? Would you say no, no, no?
I wouldn't say no. It's all that we are is what it's us. If if you take for example, if I don't have an arm, it I am trying to. It's hard. These questions are hard. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure it out. I haven't think about this.
I think what's hard is that we are programmed to not believe that we are brains. It feels gross to think of ourselves as brains. It feels reductive, is
Mm-hmm.
what they say. We're programmed to believe that we are more than just brains. Maybe a soul, maybe a heart, maybe a gut, etc., etc. So I think what's really hard is seeing that the information doesn't support any of that
Mm-hmm.
and trying to reconcile that.
Mm.
The information says I'm a brain, but fuck that. So how am I going to explain what I am? And that's a hard task. If
Yes.
you're going to ignore the last 200 years of psychology and neuroscience to define yourself according to the same ideas that humans have had for thousands of years. The Egyptians thought the brain, all it did was cool down blood from the heart. They thought it was the heart, right? The Egyptians said, you are your heart. The brain, it's nothing. It just cools down the blood.
Really, that's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Plato thought, there's the heart was the emotions and the mind was the reason. But we've since looked at brains. We have a
Mhm.
lot of technology now in the last 30 years. And they were wrong. And this is my job, to figure out how to convince brains that they are brains. Because if brains know that they are brains, then they can learn how brains work, and they will know that that's how they work. And they can look at the limitations of brains, the mistakes that brains make, and they will have to accept I make those mistakes because I am a brain.
Okay. Mm.
The problem is when we don't think that we're a brain, we think, oh, well, those errors are just in here, but I am a reasonable heart who's able to like think reasonably, and I don't make errors.
Mhm.
So then we don't have to learn about the biases and the fallacies, and we believe in everything that we come up with. Anyway, that's the explanation.